does it fill itself with water? This one's got 6 answers. I think we can have a look and see what other people say. James said, yeah, it nips up the street for a paper too. What does it mean? I don't know what that means, James. Okay. So, only in fantasy stories. I find this very helpful. Let's give that a yes.
Yes. I think for the kettle to fill itself, you'd still have to have some sort of supply for it. So you'd have to fill that anyway.
Yeah, some kind of water pump, I suppose, next to the kettle with a tube extended into the kettle, and when it detects the water is low, I think I'm gonna leave this challenge to Amazon Alexa. I know right now it's just a smart speaker, but I won't surprise if 5-10 years down the line, maybe less than that, Alexa will actually become a robot. So you can actually say, Alexa, make me a tea, and then this whatever shaped Alexa will just go actually make the tea. Maybe it comes with a water storage inside, will just like directly a cup of tea will just come out of Alexa. I don't know. But how accurate is the temperature? Other products showed a big deviation in tests. In the quality control terms, the temperature accuracy should not have a deviation of plus or minus 2 degrees Celsius in standard pressure, like in a lab pressure. But I would like to think a very common scenario would be you intend to make your pour over coffee at 92 degrees. So you set the kettle to 92 and you hear it stopped beeping, and then you go into the kitchen, you look on your app, it says actually it was 96 or 97. That may happen, but it's not because the kettle control is inaccurate. It happened, I would say it's dependent on 2 factors. One is how much water there is in the kettle. So what may happen is when you set the kettle to 92 degrees, the kettle will stop heating at 92. Yeah. That's not a problem. But the issue here is when it stops heating, there is still a bit of residual heat. So is that causing it to be what we perceive as inaccurate? So the residual heat will continue to heat up the water. So the more water there is, the less impact this residual heat will show up. Yeah. So the less water there is, it will gives you a much bigger difference.
It's the same with frying an egg in a pan. When it's done cooking, you stop the heat, but the pan is still hot, so it's still cooking it.
Especially with this like modern like electric ones. It's not like the old fired gas hob. You can turn it off, then it's done. Yeah. When talking about less water, that also has to do with the noise. Some people complain about the noise. So the less water there is, the more noisy it will be because of the space, the echo. Sometimes people complain about that, but that's because there's very little water that makes it more noisy. So yeah. But let's look at what people say. David said, I haven't taken the temperature of it, but 100 is hot. I wouldn't stick my finger in there. I've had this kettle for a while now, never failed to brew a nice hot beverage so far. Thanks, David.
But yeah, definitely don't stick your finger in there.
Yeah, for legal disclaimer, don't do that. That's not how we test the temperature. Next, Catherine. I find it very accurate. It is so much hotter than your average kettle.
That shouldn't be the case.
Yeah, 100 should be 100.
Maybe the outside of the kettle, touching the kettle.
We should not be touching that.
Yes.
Yeah, do not touch the kettle body after boiling or any time, just in case.
The handle is quite big, so you can't really miss it. So just grab the handle.
And it's push button, so you don't even have to touch the lid. Yeah. So do not touch the kettle body after boiling or any time. It's hot surface. hot service, capital letter. Raymond, Mr. Raymond Price. Hi, no idea on temperature accuracy as we only use it for boiling water. But Raymond, did you forget to say something here? So I suppose Raymond doesn't really use other temperatures.
Yes, but the idea is that the other temperatures are also for boiling water. They're not really meant to boil. I mean, the kettle is not really meant to boil anything else aside from water in it.
That's a really funny point.
So, just because you're boiling water doesn't mean you can't use the other temperatures.
Dave, pretty accurate. And Shane, pretty good.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, thumb up. So
they're also posted at the same time, those two.
Oh.